Hi all, welcome again, all of you. I think I am audible to you. Please confirm that I am audible or not, and the screen is visible to you or not, so that according to that I can take an action. Hi Om, good evening. Let's wait for 1 more minute and we will start the session. I'm waiting for your confirmation. Once you give the confirmation that the screen is visible and I am audible, so that we will start this session. Thank you, Anuradha, for confirming. Thanks, Om. We'll wait one more like few seconds and then we'll start the session. So we'll start the session now. Yesterday, we have learned what is DML statement and what is a delete statement, how to use it, and then again truncate statement. So what are the use of the truncate statement and delete statement, and then we have also learned calculated fields and computated columns and how to provide an alias to a column or table. So today we'll learn update statement. This is again a DML statement. So this update statement is mostly this update statement is mostly used to update a record or to update a field in a particular table. So, for example, today I will give a scenario that today in my account number there is a mobile number 123, and tomorrow or like after few days I want to change that mobile number from 123 to some other number. Then there at the back end in the application the backend query will be update statement. Okay, so if you want to update all the queries, then there is no need to specify the where clause. And if you want to update a particular record, that time you have to specify where clause. If you miss specifying a where clause, then all data will be updated. So for example, this is the syntax to update a record. So update table, then table name, then set column to be updated. For example, I want to update a mobile number column or first name or Aadhaar card or anything. That column will be you have to specify that column in the set statement. And then values, what new values you want to set, you can specify here. And then where condition, and you can see this where condition I have specified in the square bracket, meaning that this is an optional. If you specify where condition, then that particular record will be updated. But if you haven't specified this where condition, that time the all values will be updated. So what I will do, I will show you a practical example how to update a record. Let me open a SQL tutorial database. See, now this object explorer is not visible to me. Okay, so how can I pin to this? Just click on this explorer, and then here is a pin option, auto hide. Okay, so you can pin it so that it will not get auto hided. For example, if this is closed by mistakenly from your end, then how can you open it? So there is an alternative. Go to view and then just press F8. This is the shortcut, or you can click on this object explorer option. So here it again, you can see this window called object explorer. Basically this object explorer contains the server name, database name, and other objects. Okay, so now let me see what other tables I have in this table. I have a customer table. Let me see what is data present in this table. So to get the data, what is the name of the query or syntax? The syntax is just a select, then from, and then your table name. In my case, it's a DBO customer. And let's see what are the different values present. The star inside present in this customer table. So I want all the fields or columns, so I have specified star. See, I have these records in the table. So one is Sarah, and her first name is Sarah, and the surname is Davis. Just 1 minute. Okay. So now what I want to do, I want to change this first name from Sarah to something other. Okay, so Maisha. Then how can I update that value? So to just to confirm, then you can write select. So you just specify inside like where first name equal. Oh, it is coming here first. First name equals to Sarah, so that I will get only a record of Sarah. See, so there is only one record called Sarah. Now I want to update that. I want to change it from Sarah to Maisha. I want to update the first name from Sarah to Maisha. Let it be this on this same this screen. I will open a new window and I will write here a statement. So what is the syntax? The syntax is update. So this is the standard keyword. Then the table name, it is not necessary. If you are working on if your tables are in a DBO schema, then it is not mandatory to specify the schema name. So either you can put it or remove it, it's up to you. Then I want to change first name. Okay, so first name, what I want to change, I want to change to Maisha. Okay, and for which record I want to change this name, I want this first name Sarah only. Okay, if I execute this query, then what will happen? It will change all the records. Okay, so I want only change the first name from Sarah to Maisha. So what I will do, I will copy this where clause, this particular condition, and then I will specify here. Now just execute this query. Let's see, one row is affected, so we are expecting only one row to be affected. Now let's see, I'm like commenting this where clause and I will show you. record. See, there is no record called Sarah. Earlier, the value of the customer ID 1 was Sarah, and now it is replaced by Maisha. So, what if you want to replace all the values? What I will do, I will add one more field called city in this table. So, the syntax is alter table, table name, then add the column name. In my case, the column name is city, and I will specify the column contains values in the string or characters, so I will specify varchar as a data type and 20. Okay, 20 is the max length of that particular field. So I have added the city column. Now what I want to update the city field to like value in the city field for all these records. Okay, and these consider these all are from USA city, or for example, these customers are from Pune. Okay, so now I want to update for all these records. So what I will do, instead of specifying where clause, I will just specify. Now I want to update a city field or city column. Then what is yeah, city. Okay, and I want to update the null value with Pune. Now see, there are four records. So earlier null was there. Now what I will do, I will execute the same query one more time, and you can see now the values are Pune, Pune, Pune. So this is the update statement. So update statement is basically used to modify the record. If you want to update more than one column, you can do the same. So you have to just like, for example, now what I want to change, I want to change the first name from Maisha to Sara again, and the city from Pune to Mumbai. Okay, for this particular customer ID. So what is my requirement for a customer ID 1? My requirement is this. I will write my requirement here. Customer for a customer ID 1, I want to change first name from Maisha to Sarah in a single statement. Okay, from first name Maisha to, I want to change it to Maisha to Sarah, and I want to change a city from Pune to Mumbai. So how can I achieve the, like, instead of city, just specify, if you want to update a city, specify Mumbai, comma, I want to update the first name also, right? So what I will do, first name equals to Sarah, but for which record I want to update, I want to do this update on customer ID 1. So specify this condition so that it will not modify the other records. I will update this one. See, one row is affected. Earlier, the first name of was customer 1 was Maisha, and her city was Pune. After update, what are the values? Let's see. I will execute this query one more time. See, the customer ID for customer ID 1, first name is changed from Maisha to Sara, and the city is Mumbai. So if you want to update records or multiple fields, then just specify that column, then value and comma, first name, and then uh, sorry, uh, you can specify the multiple columns and their values by segregating or separating uh, the fields by comma. So you can distinguish the fields by using comma. Mm, Now let me show you one more. thing in this table itself. Now there is one more field called uh, gender in this table. So I want to add one more field called gender. Alter table. So the table name is customers add equals to sorry, gender char 1. Okay, I will only insert one values. Now what I want to do, I want to update uh, female for Sarah and Rumi, and male for Paul and Samuel. So how can I do? You can take like these two customer IDs. Okay, you can write a statement. You want to change a gender, right? For which customer ID? Like while doing update and delete, don't miss where clause. If you miss the where clause, then all the values will get updated. So here in my case, I want to update a values gender value to F for these two customer IDs. So in clause, what it will does, like it will check the existing of these two values, and if this condition is true, then it will update this particular field. So let's see, earlier there were null values in these two fields. Sorry, I have to execute select and see these two FF like female we have updated. Okay, now I want to update for these two. How can I update? So just instead of 2 3 1 2, update 3 and pass 4 3 and 4 values and write M. Execute and just see whether values are updated or not. Yes, values are updated. Now what if I want to change this app to M and M to app in a single statement? How can I achieve? Like I mean, if I want to change these values from female or F to M, then I can use this statement, right? Gender equals to M, where mm, where gender equals to, if you want to change the gender from female to male, then you will write this. But what if you update this value, then this field will contain all the values as all the values as M. Okay, so how can you remember that there were few M values are already there? You want to switch or swap the values from M to F and F to M. So how can you achieve? So there is a statement called case statement. So case statement is used to create a different output based on the condition. So this is the syntax case when, or you can pass a particular expression here, or you can use a other way. This is case, then when, specify the condition, and then statement when condition and like you can specify multiple conditions here, and the by default else part. If you are not passing by default, then that time if the conditions are not matching, then it will give null results. Let me show this part. So here, now you know you want to change these gender values from F to M. So how can you do that? Case when. So this is the syntax. Case when gender equals to, this is the condition, okay, or you can specify this is the condition or expression. Then what I want, then M. else I will not specify else part, okay, and let me show you how it works. And as then gender underscore case statement. Okay, I'm deliberately like using this name. This is like if you are not passing the name, then it will show you no column name. Let's see, no column name. Okay, what this statement is doing, it is changing this wherever there is a gender equals to F, it is changing to M, and then for this record, this condition is not satisfying or it is not true. In that case, it is giving output as null. So if you not passing the other conditions or if it is not meeting that particular condition, then it will throw or it will give as null output. So to avoid that, how can like you can write one more statement or when gender equals to M, then F. Now see there is no column name, okay, and now I want to give a column name, okay. You can specify as a keyword and then the new column name. What I want to give it like sender underscore case, okay. Now I will execute this query. Let's see. This is the original value, okay. There is no change in the table itself, okay. You can see these are values are coming from the table and this is derived values. We have derived these values based on these conditions. So this is called the case statement. Now we can use this case statement to update our values from F to like if you want to switch the values from M to F and F to M in a single statement, it is achievable using case statement. And during most of the time, you will be asked this question: how to switch value from one value to other value and other value to like from A to B and B to A. How to swap the basically how to swap the values in a single statement. So by using case statement, you can achieve this. Then otherwise like this is the one way. And what is the default condition? Okay, for example you can specify else part here also, else you can specify NA. For example there is one more record, I will insert one more record, insert into this customers, then values, and you can let me check the definition, not null, okay. Then how many? Five. Fifth record. Then the first name is Kiran. Uh, Kiran. Last name is, for example, D. And then you don't know gender, so you can specify null. Okay. So let me pass these values. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I am missing the city, so I will pass city also. City as Delhi. Let me execute this query. See, I will comment this part first. I will show you. The shortcut is Control K C. It is throwing me an error just because there is a comma here. So I will remove that and I will execute. See, there is null. Now instead of null, okay, if this case statement, okay, if this is not satisfying this particular record or if it is not satisfying this particular condition, then it will give me NA that is not available, or you can mention unknown. You can mention like this will be a by default values. If the condition is not satisfying, then it will give this value. Okay, let me execute this query. See, for null, because gender is not equals to F, right? So this null this null is not equal to f, so it has escaped this condition. Then here also it has escaped this condition and it is returning the by default unknown. Okay. Okay. So see unknown. So now what I want to do, I want to like if there is null, I want to update the value as unknown, and if there is a value m, I want to switch from f, f to m and m to f. So how can I do the in how can I update in a single statement? So I can use this case statement in set values. So let me show you. Now here, instead of the m, you can specify that whole case statement here. And while using the case statement, there is no need, like if you are using this case statement in the order by clause or in the set uh, keyword, there is no need to specify this column name. Okay, if you specify the column name, you will throw you will get an error. So now there is no need to specify where clause. Now what I will do, I will change the value. Okay, see now this is the output. Earlier output you can see the Sarah's actual gender is F. Okay, I will show you. Uh, Let me execute. The Sarah's actual gender is F. Now I want to switch from F to M. Let's see. I will execute this query. Oh, truncated. Okay. Why I'm getting this error? Because uh, see what is the syntax? What is the error? Let's see. String or binary data would be truncated in table, that they have mentioned the table in the table in which the database name, then table name and the column name. So the reason is I have specified the length of the gender as 1. Let's see here. This is 1. So it will allow me only one value. But what I am doing here, I am specific like passing like more than one character. So it will throw me an error. So what I will do, I will alter this. Uh, I will add more characters, or I will change the data type from char to varchar, or I will change the size of this particular field. So how can I do that? The thing is, you can do like you can go to design, and then from here also you can specify, instead of the char 1, you can specify 10, or I will not save this. Okay, still the still there is character 1. Okay, I haven't saved. I will show you through the query. It's not good practice to do with the design, and it will take more time. Initially it will you will feel that it is very easy, but later it will take more time. Okay, so to save this time, it's better always go with the query. So the syntax is alter table, table name is customers, then alter column, then specify the column name, and then data type. So instead of the char 1, earlier it was char 1, earlier, now it is char 1, I will specify as 10. Okay, and I will execute this query. See now, I will refresh this, you will get, instead of 1, you will get here 10. See, it is changed, and now I can this, let me save this one also. Now I can pass these unknown values. It has 7 characters, right? 7 characters. So earlier the value or the size of the this gender field was only one character, so it was not accepting these 7 characters. Now it will accept it. So let's see. I haven't passed where clause, and now the scenario was I want to change a gender from app to M. This is my earlier output. What I will do, I will show you the other output also. So now this is the latest output. You can see, let me pull this out. Just compare these two values. See, this is the earlier output. Earlier Sarah's gender was F. Now it is changed to M. Okay, and like whenever you do update, it will directly change the data in the table itself, on not on the on fly. Okay, so it is changed. Now what I will do, I will again change it from like F to M and M to F, and for like you can specify null else. See, now let's see. Now here is unknown. Okay, now I want to change this unknown to null. So how can I achieve that? Instead of the else, just specify null keyword and just execute this query. Okay, see, this is the here the values are changed. So if you want to update values in a single state, you can achieve using case statement. We have learned now case statement. Now we will learn order by clause. So to sort the data ascending or descending, you will use order by like there is a clause called order by clause, and it is used just to sort the data ascending or like that is the increasing order or the decreasing order. For example, now the by default the order the table is the data is showing like when I execute the statement, I'm getting the data like 1 2 3 4 5, right? What if I want this 5 customer ID should be presented at 1 and 1 at the 5? How can I achieve that? Just to specify order by customer ID. If you specify ascending by default, this ASC like there is no need to specify. If you want to sort the data in ascending order, then there is no need to specify the ASC keyword. Okay, that is ascending. By default, it is ascending. So if I haven't like I'm not passing the ascending keyword, still I'm getting the data in ascending order. If I pass this ascending order, still I'm getting in the ascending order. Now, what if I want this 5 at the first place? So just specify DES. This is the descending. Now see this 5 is coming at the top. Same you can like you can achieve the other stuff also. For example, if you want to sort this first name in ascending order and the last name in the descending order, then you can achieve just first number first just pass a first name here. First name in ascending order, so there is no need to specify the keyword ascending. I will show you how it is coming now. So Kiran, Paul, Rumi, Samuel, and Sarah. Samuel and Sarah. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. I will add one more record here. Insert into customers values. Then 6 comma. Again the name is Kiran, but this time it has a surname as Y. Okay. And city, oh sorry, city is BLR, that is Bangalore, and then gender as again you can specify as female. Okay, so that is F. This Kiran name is unisex, so that is it. it is exist in like this Kiran can be a male or female. So that's the reason I kept null here. I mean, in reality also. Okay. See now like this D is coming at the like Kiran D is coming first. So I what I'm doing, I'm sorting this data in the sorting data first name by ascending. Okay. Now what I want this last name in the descending order. So what I will do, last name and descending order. In that case, this Y will be this record, this 6 will come at the first place. Let's see. Now see the customer ID fifth is at the first place. Okay. If you do this last name in the descending order, then you will the 6 will come at the first place. See. So now what it did, it first sorted data in ascending order by first name and then it sorted the data in the last name descending. So this is the like to sort the data, this is you can use this order by clause. Now what? What I want this Rumi to be at the first place. uh, though and then I want this to be sorted like this Rumi to be at a first place and then Kiran Y, Kiran D. Okay, the same output I want, but instead of Rumi at the fourth place, I want first place. So how can I achieve? There comes again case statement. Okay, so how can we achieve just case? Then specify either customer ID or like first name. Okay. Then first name equals to Rumi. Then one else two, or you can specify 0 and then 1, then end. Case one first name and case I'm missing when clause. Okay, just take it here. So now let me execute this first. Let me show you. See, wherever there is a Rumi, I'm getting 0, and wherever there is other records, I'm getting 1. So instead of the Rumi, what I will do, I will specify, I will use a customer ID. Okay, so it will be more convenient. Where customer ID, what is the customer ID of the Rumi? Rumi's customer ID is 2. Now what I will do, then else take the customer ID as it is. Don't change anything. So in case of Rumi, I'm just specifying 0. Okay, this is the value. Now what I will do, I will use the same statement, or I will specify as order by. Okay. Now see, still you are getting this customer ID at the one place. Now I want this room at the one place. So how can I achieve? Just get this order by clause and use here and execute this query. Okay, it is Sarah. It's coming. Okay, 0. Yeah, instead of it, and 2. Yeah, this record is coming at the first place, but it is sorting the values as per this field. Okay, so instead of that, you can specify this order by clause at the end. Let me try that way. Customer ID is coming at the sixth place. Kiran is at, okay. So now this will not one instead of you have to specify basically you have to specify this order by the first place so that it will sort, but in our case let me do this. Okay, instead of click only specify and 0 then and let's see, order by 0, why it's not coming. Okay, see now it is changed. This Rumi is coming at the first place and then the other part, the earlier part. So, like by using case statement, just create a dummy value and then you can use the same statement. Then like if you specify this customer ID, then it was taking the customer ID. Okay, so it will sort, like it will sort according to the first field itself. So to avoid that, don't pass the customer ID or else part here. And then, for example, now if you want the Pune customer to be at the first place and then Bangalore customers at the second place, then Mumbai customer at the third place, you can achieve the same thing. So, for example, let me remove this order by clause and I want to execute this one. Now, if you do the city order by city, you will specify like see BLR is the first place. Okay, now what I want Mumbai. If I do the descending order, okay, what it will do, it will start with Pune. Pune's record will come first. I don't want that part. What I want Mumbai to be at the first place, Pune at the second place, Delhi at the third place, and Bangalore at the fourth place. Or like for example, Mumbai at the first place. Let me write down Mumbai at first. Mumbai record should be at the top, then Pune at second place, BLR at the third place, and Delhi at Delhi at fourth place. So how can I achieve? Just mention where city equals to uh, Mumbai. Copy this. Then like either specify 1 or 0. I will specify 1. Then you can specify multiple when condition here. Okay. Then Pune at 2 place. So just specify Pune, then specify 2. BLR at the third place. So let me copy this 2 times. And then BLR at the third place. And for you can specify else part, else 100. So that whatever other records, they will come at the last place. So there is no need to specify Delhi at the fourth place. Let me execute this query. See, this is the output. Okay. Now, if I put this order by clause here instead of the city, okay, what it will do? It will sort this Mumbai at the first place. Okay. It will sort according to these values. Let's see. Mumbai was at first place, so I want Mumbai city, the customers, those are in Mumbai at the first place, so I am getting at the first place, Pune at the second place, so all Pune records are at the second place, and then second place means don't consider this number, okay? You can consider these as a second place, these many records, okay? And then this is the BLR, that is Bangalore at the third place, and Delhi at the 100th place. That is the at the end this will come. So this is the case statement. I think we will stop here. Tomorrow we'll learn null, is null, and coalesce function. Thank you for joining.